Some people think that using one is, well,
cheating.
SOCD cleaning.
And now
SOCD's nuts!
Actually knows what he's. There are plenty of attempts out there to give joystick wielding boomers.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Why do you have to say that, bro? Nah, dog. What the hell? I am not no goddamn boom.
What's up, everybody? This is JWong, and we are back with another Panda fighting game video. And guess what? You know what's a hot topic? Talk about controllers. You know, we thought the discussion was over, but
it's not. The discourse continues. The Scoreesports video recently released has talked about if hitboxes are indeed cheat controllers.
Why do people think hitbox players are cheating? We're gonna watch this video and we're gonna be talking about my take and a few of the other Panda members. So let us know in the comment section below. Do you guys think these guys are cheating?
And you know, whether you like hitbox controllers or not, you can all agree on one thing.
You like hitting buttons? I got a button you can hit, the subscribe button. Go ahead, smash that. Let's get into the video.
Oh, Alex Valle, let's go. Jason Cole and John Choi. Combo fiend.
For more than a decade, a challenger has waited in the shadows. It has widened its influence.
Is that what we call them? Challengers? Is that the word we're gonna use? Challengers? I mean, it's close to cheating.
Look at that. The Chad hitbox versus the Virgin arcade stick. Why are they gonna do Justin like that?
Some of the best players in the world are throwing away their sticks.
Nah, damn.
Problem is that some people think that using one is, well,
cheating.
What is this? Who is some people? I feel like you're attacking the arcade community.
Is this your king hitbox? Stickless. Is this your king?
I don't know how anyone can take a look at that and say that it is not cheating.
Skill issue.
The crossover is definitely a lot like stronger to use for sure. You definitely get a lot of crazier shortcuts.
And the EVO 2022 Street Fighter champion and many of his opponents used a hitbox.
Just as we said, right? But Kawano had always been on a hitbox, so. He's been on a hitbox for a while.
More than anything else, fight sticks aimed to reproduce the arcade experience. But while newcomers were buying into levered joysticks, a new controversial challenger was waiting in the wing.
And we call those challengers keyboard warriors. Yes, the keyboard warriors was like, yo, I can't type my nooch. How can I play video games?
We saw this transition from the arcade machines to the consoles, and I felt like controllers kind of got a little guff during that. Maybe obviously not as much. We didn't have Twitter. We just had IRC channels. We just had Game FAQs, Game Winner forums. But I definitely do remember people being like, use a normal control, use a video game controller, console controller, use a controller. What kind of demon are you?
You know what's crazy? Is this like the first prototype? Because damn, that button, the up button is mad far, bro. They came a freaking long way. Let's go, Dustin.
Real quick, Dustin, Sean, I want to thank you for making what you made, but also, why, bro? Did you know that you were going to have this effect on the industry, that I have to sit through weeks upon weeks of discourse for even mentioning the word hitbox, cheatbox, whatever?
But the orders started rolling in. So the brothers turned their garage into an ersatz assembly line and continued producing.
Oh, this is how the injustice started.
But even so, if those prototype hitbox controllers appeared all the way back in 2010, why are we only hearing about them now?
I mean, it's popular. It's always been popular. It's just that, you know, social media is big now, bigger.
I generally think the reason why we haven't heard it as much is because people wasn't winning. And then I guess people got their ass whooped and it was like, wait a minute, this is not a pad.
And some pros did switch, but none made more waves than the beast himself, Daigo Umehara.
Oh, Gafrobox?
2019, Daigo, considered to be the greatest Street Fighter player of all time, decided to switch to a leverless controller, and the debate fully entered the mainstream FGC consciousness. It was another title shift for fighting games.
It is. He definitely changed the game for sure.
The piano. Can we call that the piano? The leverless piano?
I guess it's time to
That
move
is
away from
broken.
history and towards the exciting world of SOCD cleaning.
And now
SOCD's
the guy who
nuts!
actually knows what he's
That mustache is clean though.
Now, one of the biggest differences between levered and leverless controllers is the ability to input left and right, or up and down at the same time. This is called simultaneous opposing cardinal directions, or SOCD.
Till this time, I had no idea what that meant. I bet none of you watching had any idea what that meant. I've just been saying SOD these nuts, SOCD these nuts.
Before hitboxes went mainstream, games often wouldn't know what to do with SOCD inputs.
Yeah.
3, for example, it actually just sends both inputs.
Yeah, in vanilla Marvel 3, if you hold left and right at the same time, you just block every like left-right mix-up in the game. So because of that, like left-right, like you just block everything. You just look like a god. It's like, damn, my man got the godlike reads and reactions to block everything.
Now the thing is when you play somebody that don't have the SOC in there, right? How would you know if they have it? That's the thing. It's like, are you gonna play somebody? You're gonna get your ass whooped and be like, yo, check the SOC.
One thing to note though that he points out, beyond all this, is that the games were not designed to deal with these motions, to deal with these controllers. That's a very, 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 very big thing to note, because this will go on to why people say that this is a problem. Because the games weren't created to deal with these controllers, created for these inputs. Mostly. There's some room for margin because of the fact that controllers can kind of do so with the analog stick as well.
Yeah, you can actually do this on a PlayStation pad, because one of the players in a Canada Cup, he would just hold left and then right on the analog, and then he just blocked both ways. So pad was able to do the same thing that, you know, this guy's explaining SOCD right now in the hitbox.
Now, Daigo's controller was controversial partly because it used last input priority, or last.
The Gaffro box.
Some scenarios and movements, which I imagine would be possible in the game, were realized with Hitbox. So with the controller, he's able to do what he wants to do in terms of movement.
Yeah, he had a thing called Gaffro box, and it wasn't banned at first, but he was like literally like, my man was like playing AI Guile, bro. Like he would just walk forward, sonic boom, walk forward, flash kick because of the last input priority.
Very important thing right there, you know, being able to maneuver with Guile in the way that he wants to, crouch, block, and go into somersault with the quickness, quicker than what you'd typically be able to do, is very important, that you wouldn't have with stick.
Capcom came out and said that the use of the controller gives the competition an advantage that does not follow the spirit of the Capcom Pro Tour.
The spirit? That's godlike. I want to see the CPT spirit. I don't want to see what it looks like.
Daigo didn't get to use his leverless controller at Combo Breaker, but he committed to continue to practice both kinds of controllers, since it was allowed at subsequent tournaments.
Yeah, but like we have to remember that it wasn't the hitbox that was banned or whatever from Cap, because hitbox is completely fine. It was this custom made hitbox that Daigo had called the Gaffro box that didn't follow regulations. That's the one that got banned. Just had to just say that, because it wasn't hitbox that got banned.
Now, there will be people in the audience who rightly reply that controllers can also do this. And
Yes.
yeah, it's true. If you have a controller with both a D-pad and a thumbstick, you can actually send both inputs at once. But let's be real, it's not as if banning pads is a realistic solution.
I don't know about you, bro. See, you know how you said that you're the guy that actually don't know what they're saying? So look, I'm gonna be like, this is where I come in. Now, this is the guy that actually know what they're saying. Get rid of them pad players.
I'm just saying the pad could do it too, though. You gotta be fair.
One more thing. The claims about reaction times are actually pretty convincing.
Taki, thank you for the follow.
Great
Appreciate you.
legendary Japanese pros actually did a comparison of both inputs.
Okay, imagine you're a hitbox lover, right? And you're defending yourself on Twitter every day. You've got the hordes of the anti-hitbox people knocking at your door all the time. You're squared up for a fight, and your own people are showcasing why your is so cheap. I would be so tight waking up to Tokido, making this video, showcasing frame by frame actual scientific data that you could react faster. I would be so pissed. Tokido, why? He even got the scientific outfit on. How can you doubt him?
If you've ever played Street Fighter 2, you probably realized that older games do very little to help you input a special move. But modern fighting games are designed to give the player a bit of leeway.
It does. That's why it's like really hard to like switch for me in particular, just because like I play a lot of old games, and like Hitbox is very hard to play on old games. I think joystick has the advantage on older games, just because there's definitely more motion involved, and like there's less like shortcuts. There wasn't shortcuts back in the day. Motions were just more strict. Like Street Fighter 5, you could just do down forward down, like you could literally hit down forward, and then punch and DP will come out. So like you could like there's shortcuts now, but you can't do that in older games.
Right now, in 2022, Capcom forces SOCD cleaning on conflicting left-right inputs and forces up or neutral on conflicting up-down inputs.
The thing is like, how do you tell? Like, how do you check for this? Like, how do you check that somebody did not mod their controllers? Because like modding controllers is like, it's a thing that people have done in the past. So it's just like, how do you look for this? Like, how do you tell that somebody's not cheating or not?
Everyone is living in a post-Hitbox world.
Post makes it sound like an apocalyptic world.
Players are switching over en masse. Of the top 8 players for Street Fighter 5,
David, you goofy ass.
5 of them were using
leverless
controllers.
What up, Dink?
Including
How you doing, bro?
Umehara, 3rd place finisher Gachikun, and the champion Kawano. And even if sticks don't disappear completely, this could be the first time in fighting game history that joysticks take a back seat.
Anti-joystick people.
していった方がいいなって思ってるんです。ただやっぱりアーケードスティックの文化だったり、僕はもともとそっちから始めたんで。
Yeah, why not use it? Yeah, especially if you're a pro player, it's like you want to use it.
No.
Yeah, if it's a new tech, why not use it? Why not? We don't see what they're saying over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not as open in terms of, I mean, they're switching, right? But is there somebody over there that's like, yo, Hitbox? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't get to see that. So I wonder if there is that sort of blow up. I'd have to ask someone like Jiyuna to see if he's got his ear to the ground. Maybe not as much as obviously the US, but I wonder if there are people who are in prominent positions saying, I don't like Hitbox. I don't like where this is going. Maybe we're more outspoken than them. But you do have a point, though, that I think that they switched a lot faster than the US. They definitely switched a lot faster.
Imagine a world where everyone is constantly adding new features to their controllers. It would be a nightmare for players and TOs.
Yo, what is he? Yo, is that a foot pedal for like a drum, like Rock Band?
If there's any way for you to make it so that both sides, you know, left and right are active at the same time, whatever it is, I recommend you bend those rules as far as they'll go, but don't break them.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
That is so important, and that should be your mentality for fighting games in general. I don't care if it's a stick, I don't care if it's a character. You bend those rules for that W, bro. Whether it be top tier, picking a broken character, whatever. If it's allowed, you play that way. You understand me? Stop being so honorable, whatever. If this fits you better, then do it, okay? Yes, I get it. If you want to be more traditional, that's fine. That's okay. But you know what? What you gotta do for that W, okay?
Feels a lot like the let the athletes cheat all they want as long as the playing field is level argument.
I mean, kind of is.
That's not the same thing, though. If you're changing the rules as they go, that just means you're adapting to the new things that have come through. I feel like that's different than just allowing it to happen.
I feel like at this point, we have to find what's broken, right? Like, you gotta watch the building fall for it to acknowledge why did it fall. And, like, what was the cause of it? So we kind of have to just Thanos, dog, you know?
If you are acclimating to the rules, that means that you could pull back on some of this shit. That means you could, you know, just, okay, well, you bring in these wild-ass controls with auto-fire and stuff like that, let's pull back a little bit. Versus, you let the athletes do whatever they want for an even playing field. That means all these athletes are going to keep doing the wild together, and you're not pulling back at all. Those are two different things, I think.
A cork bat is banned because it allows someone who is an expert at hitting home runs to hit them even further. But it doesn't mean that if you give Rip a corked bat, hey, hit a home run, he's not going to be able to do it. It takes someone who's an expert and elevates them to a level that really the game is just not designed that way.
Now,
imagine somebody was good at shooting threes and they had a basketball that enhanced them. How will the other team be able to shoot threes just as high as them if they're an expert at it?
I know a lot of people are gonna focus on the part of the expert part, but I do want to point out that just because you get a hitbox doesn't mean you're gonna be godlike. I have a hitbox and I'm not godlike. It felt like almost a year to really be comfortable with the hitbox. It's not like it's like I'm picking up this thing and I'm gonna be a pro gamer.
Some of the discussion often revolves around the difficulty of adapting to actually using the hitbox.
Bro,
Free out of the gate, but hitbox is not intuitive.
it's not. It's hard. It's crazy because they designed hitbox for Marvel 2. And I think playing Marvel 2 on hitbox is like really tough.
But, like we said earlier, it's not all bad news for sticks. There are plenty of attempts out there to give joystick-wielding boomers...
Whoa, 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 why do you have to say that? Wait a minute.
Joystick-wielding boomers...
Bro, nah, dog. What the hell? I am not no goddamn boomer.
Hitboxes
is
are
right.
taking over. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it is the truth.
He said that so sadly. Hitboxes are taking over. I'm just saying it.
I don't like this guy no more.
It's not a bad thing, but it's something you have to watch out for.
They need to make clear, concise rulings about SOCD, mandate and enforce what they want.
Legacy games are screwed here.
Actively involved with what can.
All right, but I just gotta let you guys know that. You know what I mean? I'm still rocking the stick here in this picture, though.
Like it or not, hitboxes are here to stay.
You hear that? Hitboxes are here to stay. You hear that?
You know what? I got something for you, bro. You want to call me a boomer? Call me Kizzie K, the antagonist, okay? When I get that antagonist button, y'all gonna ban me, bro. I'm gonna show you what this boomer looks like when I'm out here winning with my antagonist button. Ever call me a boomer like that in your goddamn life? I can't believe you.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, I do think hitboxes are here to stay. I don't think they're cheating. It obviously does like help a lot in terms of like specific inputs. But like, if you are trash at fighting games or if you have bad execution, just switching the hitbox does not mean that you automatically are godlike now.
I don't think everyone's gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna do a hitbox now. Like, that's maybe a lot of them might switch. Maybe it's like 60-40, but there's still gonna be an element that Arcade 6 can fill.
I definitely think thick players definitely have to start improvising a little bit. And I think there are tools to improvise a little bit. And as long as it doesn't break the rules, we just bend it. And yeah, we all gonna be hitboxes. We just gonna be hitting it differently. That's all it is.
I don't think it's cheating, man. I think it's like, you know, if you want to play on a specific controller, go for it, have fun. You know, leave a comment below. What do you guys think about the hitbox? What do you guys think about this? I don't think it's cheating, but it's an interesting conversation. Other than that, this is JWong. I'll see you guys later. Peace.